Okay, folks, thanks for hanging around. I've got the dubious pleasure of having the final presentation today. My story is a little bit different to previous speakers. I'm talking about Brazil, and specifically the gold potential in northern Brazil. Right. Okay. So as a management board, we have about 200 years experience. We've been involved directly in 5 gold discoveries in Brazil, one of which we put into production, which is called Palito. The key asset we've got is called Cuiú. We own 100% of it. It has a resource on it right now of about 1 million ounces at just over 1.2 grams. That's not the real story here. The real story is that this asset has enormous upside, and over the last few months we've been exploring what is a district scale project, and I think you'll find some of the results that we've been getting really suggest that this could be world class. I'll leave it at that and keep moving along. Can I have the next slide, please? My background is I'm a geologist by training. I lived in South America for 10 years. So I'm fluent in Spanish and Portuguese. The executive chairman is a banker and geologist called Mark Smith. And one of our directors there, who you guys may know, is Charles Oliver. He was the lead portfolio manager for Sprott Precious Metals. Next slide, please. This is a new company. We're less than a year old as a public entity. We're listed on the Venture Exchange. We have 31 million shares on issue. Management owns 42% of it. Market cap right now is about 9 million Canadian, which values our ounces in the ground at about $9 Canadian an ounce. Next slide, please. So we're in an area called the Tapajós. The Tapajós is very special because it's the site of the world's largest ever gold rush in history, anywhere on the planet. And as a result of that, this is by far Brazil's largest placer gold belt, produced 20 to 30 million ounces from 1978 to 1995, all from streams. And 10% of that, the largest area of placer workings, was at Cuiú, which is right bang in the middle of that slide, and is our key project. So let's have a look at that in a bit more detail. Next slide, please. We have some waiting neighbors. Eldorado Gold has a 2 million ounce gold deposit. I was directly involved in the discovery of that. Until January, I had a 3.5% royalty in that project. As of May this year, that's now fully permitted, and if they make the construction decision to go forward with that project, it'll be Brazil's 3rd largest gold mine. Now, of note on this slide is their project, the Eldorado's project, produced about 200,000 ounces from the streams. We have a much larger area of historic placer gold production to the north west there. Our area produced about 2 million ounces from the streams. So we look at that area where all these streams are in a bit more detail. Next slide, please. Okay, so as I said, we have resources of about 1 million ounces. There's 2 key deposits there, and I'm hoping this has a pointer on it somewhere. Maybe not. The yellow areas there are oh, here we go. Yeah, so the key deposits here that we've got. Maybe I'll just point it out. So we've got about 500,000 ounces in here in Central, and about 600,000 ounces. It's probably close to 750,000 ounces or more on an uncut basis. Now, the real interesting thing about this is all these white areas are outlines of the placer areas that will work for placer gold. So most of the gold that was produced from these streams, as yet we haven't found the source of that gold. So this 1 million ounces in these 2 deposits is probably going to grow significantly going forward. But the really key thing about this is if you look at the same area, and if you look at the magnetic signature of this, which is on the next slide, but bear in mind that these are the 2 key structures. Let's have a look at the magnetics, what it looks like. Next slide, please. Okay, so this east-west trending deposit has a really, really strong magnetic signature. East-west. Now, like I said, on an uncut basis, there's 750,000 ounces in that east-west trending feature. Just look at all these parallel features coming through here. So far, we've identified 14 parallel features, and we've picked up high-grade gold samples on surface on 9 of those. Right, there are 2 or 3 others where we know there's shedding gold in the system, but we haven't found rocks in situ yet. They're covered by soil. And look at some of these numbers. These are grams per ton, guys. The small triangles are 0 to 10 grams a ton. The next biggest triangle, which is still tiny, is 10 to 150. So these are sort of bonanza grades. We'll have a quick look at this time on this area where we've got 500,000 ounces. It's got a much more subtle magnetic feature. It's trending in a different orientation. It's northwest, southeast. And then we'll come back at this time and have a look at some of these parallel features. Next slide, please. Right, so that's that northwest trend. There's 500,000 ounces in here. It's only running about a gram right now. We've got very high-grade drill holes outside of this. If you look at the southeast, we've got a drill hole right on the end of the system, what we think is the extension, and it's running 27 meters at 6.9 grams. And it's open. Up here in the north, there's another body. It's not part of the resource, neither is this. Obviously, the resource is only comprising about 1.2 kilometers of a 5-kilometer long trend, and it's open both to the north and to the south. If you just look at this area in a little bit more detail. Next slide, please. Go back one. Go back another. Right. So this is the resource of 500,000 ounces. This is the drill hole, which is the most southerly drill hole. There's one just as big to the north where we obviously missed it. That's 6.9 grams over 27 meters. We've got a barn-burning golden auger anomaly through here, which is 250 meters wide, and there's placer workings down here to the southeast. And we think that probably a southeast extension of the body that could be at least as big, if not larger, is located in the southeast. But don't forget, there is also potential to the northwest. So let's go back and look at these east-west trending features, where the second big deposit we've found so far is. Next slide. Right, so this is the same map, you know that grayscale map? Oh, thanks. Right, that grayscale map, this is the same.
I think it's an LED screen. It's an LED screen.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. Okay, it doesn't matter. I can point it out. So that deposit, the next deposit that I'm going to talk about is that one I mentioned earlier, that east-west trending thing, which is Morero Gomez. Look at the magnetic signature on that. It's a cracker, right? And then you look at all these parallel features, and again, the scale here on the rock chips that we're collecting on the surface is the same. This maximum number is 950 grams a ton. It wouldn't mean anything if it was one sample, but it's not. There's a whole cloud of them. There's 9 parallel features to this one. This one's got 750,000 ounces. None of these other ones have anything on them yet, because we haven't tested them yet. Almost. Next slide, please. And that's it in a bit more detail. So this is the ore body outline of this east-west structure. You can see all the drill holes. And you can see there's a very, very strong magnetic feature through there. There's another one through here, and there's another one through there to the north. And there's a series of parallel features to both the north and the south. We'll have a look at this area next. We've got one drill hole just to the south of it. We weren't aware that this even existed. Look at some of these numbers: 23 grams, 87 grams, 13 grams, 336 grams a ton. Not a single drill hole. And there's lots of visible gold associated with this too. The other interesting thing about this is it has a lot of copper and molybdenum associated with it. It has a more porphyritic type of signature. Keep going, Chris. This is the one to the north. This outcrop is literally running hundreds and thousands of grams a ton. I'm not joking. It really has extremely high grade. We've got samples here that are well over a kilo a ton. No drill holes into it yet. And it's on a very, very strong east-west trending feature. Next slide, please. I'll skip a few because there are a few more and I haven't got time to go through them all. We did a little bit of drilling up here on another one of these east-west trending features. We've got 39 meters at 5 grams. We've got 2 more to the north, running 52 to 969 grams a ton. It needs some drilling on it. This one's running 153 grams a ton. Never been drilled. Next. And look, go back one. Look at this. This is fingernail-sized gold, right? It's very extremely high grade. It's bonanza grade. Next, please. Another one. Look at the numbers on this one. 10 grams, 162 grams, 116 grams, 40 grams. No drill holes. Another east-west trending feature. No drilling. Next. Here's another one. That's that east-west trending deposit of Morero Gomez. There's a very strong east-west trending feature here. We've got no gold in rock on surface because there's no exposure, but lots of gold flooding out of the drainage. I'll leave it at that. Thanks. Sorry.
So, I heard what you had to say, but I didn't hear you plan for production.
No, we're away from production. We don't want to produce on a 1 million ounce asset when we think it could be 5, possibly 10.
So you have no plans to reduce?
Not in the short term. We want to grow the asset. We want to be building a big mine here.
Some investors, I assume you said you like some investors would like to see some money, you know, being returned.
I think if you're looking for near-term production, in all honesty, that's not the play here. Perhaps the previous company might be a better fit if you're looking for something. If you want to make 10 or 20 times your money, get involved in a company which is a tight capital structure, you could get a complete re-rating. If we can demonstrate this, 5 or 10 million ounces on this project, the value of this company could be a lot higher than what it currently is. I think that's the opportunity, frankly.
Well, 30 ounces, gold,
Yeah, I've got some samples actually, if anyone wants that.
Okay, excellent.
Thanks.
Well, look, thank you very much.